A new extreme challenge in GTA 5. Today we will check if the car can drive through the broken bridge, between the parts of which there is a whole chasm. Watch the video until the end, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new experiments.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you.
And a new experiment where we'll test how far cars can fly across the broken bridge. And most importantly, today our car collection is just incredible. It includes fast supercars, jet-powered cars, cars from the future, and of course unusual monster trucks, off-road vehicles, and even limousines. And of course, we also have a giant monster truck with wheels, spikes, and saw blades. We've got that too. So make sure to watch the video until the end, leave a like, and of course subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new awesome experiments, just like this one. Well, I suggest we start with the smallest car for today. It's just a remote-controlled car. A supercar, a kid's supercar with remote control. I don't know if it'll make it to the finish line or not, but it really does look pretty intense. Alright, let's go. This is what a real millionaire should look like in 2026. Perfect. In a mini car like this, if it were a Lambo, it would be just perfect. Okay, we're going for maximum acceleration, and it's super slow, I think. I don't think we're going to make it anywhere at all. We're making it to the other bridge. This one's not broken perfect. We can drive here. Or maybe not anymore. Well, yeah, more or less perfect. We haven't even made it halfway through the challenge, so this mini car definitely won't make it to the finish line. Well, alright, today we've got some cooler rides, like a BMX, for example. You might say this is just a regular BMX, but no, it's not quite ordinary. This BMX is a cheater BMX that can jump all the way to the moon. Yeah, the most important thing is not to hit these huge saws, otherwise it'll be game over for us right away. Alright, let's accelerate to maximum speed and see what this BMX can do. First of all, it's incredibly fast, we're even going faster than the previous car. And secondly, it can jump. Look at this, we're about to fly straight to Chiliad. Higher than Chiliad. Finish line's over there, across the bridge. We made it past them. Super easy, no problem. Now we're flying into the city. There you go. I forgot to buy chips at the store to snack on while watching this video. So if you're eating chips, give yourself a like. By the way, I'm really curious. Are you just watching the video, or are you drinking some cola, eating chips, maybe having breakfast or lunch? That would honestly be really nice, because I love eating, you know, some chips while watching a video. It's just so awesome. Or maybe some popcorn. That's just like at the movies. So let us know in the comments if you're munching on some chips right now. That'd be pretty cool. We're already flying past the city. Look, there's a body of water here, and we're heading to another part of the map. It is 100% clear this BMX is super overpowered. We're about to fly into space at this rate. Seriously, just look at this. Well, that's it. It's over. I can see the whole GTA map from here, and we're already flying to the moon. That's exactly what I was talking about. Well, looks like I'll see you all on the moon. Now let's move on to real cars that are supposed to be really fast. Although the BMX was pretty fast too, but this is a Bugatti. I think it's way better than the BMX. But seriously, who wouldn't want a BMX instead of a Bugatti? That's for sure, especially one this unusual. See, there are like 2 turbines in the back. It's really tuned up, but at the same time, it doesn't seem that fast. It's actually pretty slow. I don't think we'll even make it halfway, seriously. Come on, let's get some more speed. Seriously, I guess that is really it, yeah. It honestly looks like we absolutely can't go any further than this. Well, at the very least, we tried our best. The finish line was actually really close, but the Bugatti turned out to be too slow. Okay, we're moving on. Honestly, I don't know what brand of car this is, but it really looks very futuristic, like some kind of car from the future. By the way, it only has 3 wheels. I wonder, maybe it can fly, maybe it has rockets or laser machine guns. After all, it's a car from the future. Anyway, it should be able to accelerate to the max, and it must be 100% faster than the Bugatti. And by the way, it can also jump. That's exactly what we need. We're going for maximum acceleration, and we're off. Come on, come on, come on, all the way to the finish line. I think we're going to make it. Come on, just a little bit more. Perfect. 1, 2. That was incredibly close. Just a millimeter more, and we would have tumbled right off the edge like that. The base of this car, of course, certainly leaves quite a lot to be desired, but still, it is a definite winner. We made it to the other side of the bridge, so now we have 2 cars that have successfully made it through this experiment. Now, this is really intense, a real Lambo, and it looks super fast. And not just any Lambo, but I can't remember what it's called. But this Lambo is made for off-roading, so it has higher suspension. Look, we have one Lambo here. For comparison, the purple one on the right is much lower, while this one is much higher and has off-road tires. So this Lambo is made specifically for off-roading. But anyway, today we're not off-roading, we're dealing with a broken bridge. I don't know if that's similar or not, but the car is really fast, and with the higher suspension, I think our chances are a bit better. Although I think it becomes heavier because of that. Come on, we were just a little bit short. Literally 10 centimeters, 20 to 30 centimeters higher, and that's it. We would have already finished. And we flew just as far as the Bugatti. So, it turns out the Lambo and the Bugatti are more or less the same in terms of speed. Okay, let's go test the next car. Because we have another Lambo, and not just any Lambo, but one with a turbo booster. And that can only mean one thing. The car should be twice as fast. I'm not even going to use the maximum acceleration right now. There. Right now I'm activating the turbo booster, accelerating, and let's go. We're flying. I think we can make it even without the turbo booster. Or maybe not. I can't tell. No, we don't make it. Acceleration, bam! Perfect. It's like we were magnetically stuck to it. But most importantly, we're right at the finish line now. And that's already the third car to complete this tough challenge. Okay, that was awesome. 3 cars at the finish line. Let's go test the next cars. Maybe another car will make it to the finish. Whoa. And what is this? Did some kind of turbo Mini Cooper? It looks really cool, of course. There are some turbines installed, exhaust pipes. I don't even know how many there are. About 10 probably. Here, I guess, but it looks really cool. And the car should be really fast. Especially since, look, the rear wheels are wider than the front ones. This is a car for some kind of drag racing. Let's go. Now we're going to measure this car's speed, but I think it's definitely not faster than the Lambo because it's so small, although... Seriously, so this tiny car actually turned out to be way cooler than I expected. This Bugatti Lambo hybrid is, of course, really funny, guys. That is exactly why I always say you shouldn't judge a car just by its cover or by how it looks initially. Of course, it looks really slow, but it surprised us all. I would never in my life have said that this car would make it to the finish line, but that's how it turned out. Seriously, when you look at it, it looks funny, but it made it and turned out to be cooler than the Lambo and the Bugatti. Well, now it's time to compare a real Ferrari, because we've had Lambos, we've had Bugattis, and only Ferraris are left. And not just any Ferrari, but a Ferrari from the future. Look at those doors. Look at how the car itself looks. It's just incredible. Really intense. I'm sure it's super fast. Probably some kind of hybrid, and this car probably has 1,000 horsepower. So we're going for maximum acceleration. And I hope we can make it to the finish line, because up next we have... With all these bigger cars, all sorts of large SUVs, and monster trucks everywhere, this is almost certainly the last chance to test out such a cool car. Come on. No, seriously, we just didn't make it. There was literally just a single millimeter left, no joke. And, well, we parked in the same spot, you see, that's it, everyone's here now. It's a parking lot for elite cars, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Ferraris, they all more or less make it the same distance. Well, that's it for the supercars, only SUVs and the most unusual ones are left. That's it for today's cars. No, but seriously, just look at this, it's a real Lada Priora on tracks. Then we've got a Lambo on tracks, although honestly, I'd argue whether it's really a supercar or not. Because on one hand, it's a supercar, but on the other, it's on tracks. Plus, there are super long limousines and the most unusual SUVs. Alright, I suggest we start with the Priora, a black one, tinted windows. A truly classic vintage street car, okay, but honestly, I've never seen a car quite like this on the tracks before. It's really something else. But I'm sure we can successfully handle this unique challenge. Let's go full throttle and see exactly what it's capable of. Let's go, full speed ahead. Are we really going to make it all the way to the finish line? Come on, just a little bit more. Perfect stop. The most important thing is not to fall. That was awesome, just by a hair, but we made it to the finish. I'm honestly surprised. I never would have guessed that a car like this could actually make it to the finish line. Okay, we'll pull over and park on the left. Right here are the truly most unusual cars. A BMX, a sporty Mini Cooper, and a Priora. Seriously, I expected these cars to make it to the end. I mean, over there are cars from the future, Lambos, a turbo with a spoiler. But here it's a BMX, a Mini Turbo Cooper, and a Lada Priora. On tracks? I definitely did not expect this. Alright, we have another contender for the win. It's a Lambo on tracks. It actually has twice as many tracks, but the Lambo itself should also be about twice as fast. So, I think overall the chances that we'll make it to the finish line are very, very high, especially since it's super fast. Look, see, when I floor the gas pedal, the rear of the car really kicks up hard, it actually bucks. Alright, I suggest we go for maximum acceleration and test what this Lambo is really capable of at full throttle. The most important thing is not to fly off, because at high speed it really becomes uncontrollable. But so far, everything seems fine. We're picking up maximum acceleration, and what kind of flip was that? It just went sideways. We're flying seriously, and I think we're going to make it. No, we didn't make it. We were literally 1 meter short, and we just dropped down like a stone. But, oh, I have an idea. No, look. The Lambo didn't make it, right? Well, okay, that's one thing. But it's off-road, it has tracks instead of regular wheels. A regular Lambo can't go off-road, but a Lambo with tracks, now that's different. Let's see how it goes. Look, we just take, for example... Oh, I have an idea. Look at this. We're going to do it right now. We get up to maximum speed. Hey, move aside! Whoa, almost missed the turn. Make a sharp right, and now we're just going to climb right up to the finish. The perfect tactic, if you ask me. We won't even have to... Oh, see, there's a guy riding a mountain bike over there, but we've got a mountain Lambo. So we won't even have to jump over the broken bridge. We just go off-road like this and climb up together. There you go. The perfect tactic. Just perfect. Just like that, at a 90-degree angle, straight to the finish. Well, almost made it. Alright, of course, we're just joking around, but this Lambo is serious. It's awesome for off-roading. And we can just go like this, climb up at a 90-degree angle, and reach the finish line. Even though that's not really fair, but whatever, just kidding around. But unfortunately, this car doesn't make it to the finish. We'll leave it right here in the mountains and move on to the next one. Alright. Now this is going to be really interesting to test. It's a massive limousine, and not just any ordinary limousine. It's a custom G-Wagon limo. I mean, can you imagine? Okay. One car, it's more or less the size of... Well, like this red one here, right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3? Probably about 5 of them. And even then, that's a monster truck. It's much bigger. It actually has 3 wheels. So this limousine is longer than a regular car. Probably about 10 times longer. It's so hard to turn this thing, it's just unbelievable. Alright, okay, stop. We need to get up to maximum speed. I'm sure the limousine has every chance. So we're going to give it a try. We're accelerating to maximum speed. Here we go. And come on, we have to reach the finish line 100% in the limousine. This is going to be unusual. Oops, we're flipping over. The most important thing is to get into the hole. Easy, careful, almost there. Come on, no fall down, easy climb up, hold on, that was close. I suggest a second attempt. There's no way to make it into the hole with the limousine on the first try, 100%. Okay, attempt number 2. Let's go full speed right away. No dragging it out, and let's try to hit it perfectly straight. Just like an arrow. Look, an arrow, limousine, the arrow flies, G-Wagon, arrow, there, that's much better. Oh, we've got a bit of a problem. Actually, no problem at all. We're parked, perfect. Honestly, I could never have expected, not in a million years, that the limousine would make it to the finish. Perfect idea. Let's just park it like this. There, perfect. I think that's a super parking job for the limousine. That's it. One more car at the finish line and we're off to test the next cars. Whoa, we've got another Lambo. Or at least it looks like a Lambo, but it actually looks really intense. It's like some kind of Lambo from the future. It even looks like a spider, like a real spider beetle. No, seriously, I think this is a real Lambo. Yeah, look, it even says Lamborghini over there. Perfect, one more Lambo for the collection. I think cars like this should definitely make it to the finish line. Let's go full acceleration and let's see what this car can do. I hope we'll make it to the finish line with no problem at all. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and... Perfect. The most important thing is not to fuck. Although, listen, even if we fall, I don't think we'll have any problems. Just need to flip over. Perfect. Oh, hello there. Car parking. Yes, we waited. Perfect. Wait, stop. What exactly is this? Hold on, what is this? This is just... Ugh. I think I broke GTA. Oops, hello, rabbit. What was that? Okay, fine. It's very unusual. I actually just went and broke GTA with such cool experiments. Cool, okay. So the car really did make it to the finish, but couldn't save itself. But luckily, this isn't just any Lambo, it's a Lambo with really cool, unusual off-road wheels. I would say that's why we're doing this kind of crazy flip. Right now, we're going to cross the finish line in perfect fashion. Watch 1, 2, 3, bal, and fly to the finish. We're all at the finish. That's another successful run. So today, we've already got a grand total of 7 cars at the finish. Can you imagine? 7 cars, but that's not the limit because we still have a whole 3 cars left. Let's hurry up and test them. Well, we've got a collection of monster trucks left. Moreover, each of the monster trucks is unique in its own way. This is a monster truck with 3 wheels. Some kind of... a monster truck with a real trunk. Okay. And of course, a monster truck with spikes. So we have a monster truck with giant saws and one with spikes. I suggest we start with the one with spikes. The most important thing is to approach carefully so you don't accidentally get caught on those spikes. But it really does look cool. And here's the thing, monster trucks are very heavy and I think not very fast. For this challenge to fly over the broken bridge, you and I will need to... First, we need a fast car, and second, a lightweight car, because look at the monster truck. It doesn't even make it halfway across. So if the car is too light and too slow, it also won't make it across. If it's heavy and slow, that's even worse. We need a balance. The car should be relatively heavy, relatively light, but also super fast. Not like this monster truck. It can only defend against zombies in a zombie apocalypse. For that, I think it would be perfect. Just perfect. Well, for now, we're making it to the halfway point and to the finish line. Unfortunately, the monster truck doesn't make it. And now the last mini monster truck for today. Let's go test it out. And it actually has 6 wheels. I think that should play out super positively. Because today it's got 3 wheels on one side and 3 on the other. And the car should be super fast. Look, it's like a Lambo, just like the previous one on tracks. When you hit the gas, it just takes off and the rear end lifts up. That's exactly what we need. Okay, let's go. Full acceleration. Let's not waste any time either. And we're off. Our 6-wheeled ant is picking up speed, and it's drifting too. This is just insane. This is really bad. The car is skidding. But I think we'll make it to the finish. We're even flying over and landing right at the finish line. Seriously? Come on. Perfect parking. Perfect landing. But I'm stuck. But still, this car is perfect. It even passed this challenge twice over. I would have to say it handled it absolutely perfectly. Now, I'm curious if the monster truck can successfully make it all the way through. Look, it even drives right over the limousine. Now, that's what I call a real monster truck, completely flipping it over. Yeah, that's pretty intense. Let's leave this car here, and guys, that's already a total of 8 cars have made it to the finish line. Let's go test the biggest monster truck right now and see if it can handle this tough challenge today. Alright, guys. This is the biggest monster truck ever built in the world. Just look at how huge it is. It's just insane. And most importantly, instead of regular wheels, it has saw blades. Look, its wheels are bigger than I am. Ouch. Probably 100 times bigger, honestly. And look, these are saw blades. It's definitely dangerous to be here. Okay. Alright, let's go for maximum acceleration. Then let's go test what this giant monster truck is capable of. Maximum acceleration. 3, 2, 1, and... Seriously? It just can't fit through, right? Yeah, apparently it's not capable of anything, it seems. Alright, fine. Luckily, this monster truck has a jump. And overall, we can try to jump over this bridge. This is going to be really intense, and I need your like for support. Seriously, if you've watched up to this point and still haven't liked the video, do it right now. Scroll down below this video, hit the like button, and by doing so, you'll be helping me out. 1 like equals 1 jump, and if there are a lot of likes, seriously, the car will just take off and jump over both bridges. Both parts of the bridge, the broken bridge. Let's go. I hope you hit the like button, because without your like, nothing will work out. 3, 2, 1, we use the jump and... Perfect, almost perfect. Well, yeah, as you can see, apparently this monster truck is simply not destined at all to make it through this challenge. But I think it can quite effortlessly drive on water. See, look, it fell into the water, but it got out perfectly. Now that's what I like. That's exactly what monster trucks are made for. Flying over the bridge, of course, will be pretty tough because it's heavy. But driving off-road with saws, that's a piece of cake. Done in no time, easy. But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget the bell so you don't miss out on awesome new experiments just like this one with the broken bridge. And as always, it was me, your favorite penguin, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!